We got welcome to spring language class 2021 day 2. You'll find day 1 on the YouTube page. Just a reminder, we have there's admin days and holidays that we will be leaving, and if there is an admin day, I will try to make sure to send an email out saying that there's an admin day if there's enough time to do such things, because sometimes I'll call it at weird times. And if not, if we're in the middle of class and they have a call an admin day, I'm not going to shut the class down. We're just going to finish, and then I'll just be late for my admin day. We have 12 seats available for this office space for our language classes. We have, so out of those 12, we got 4 seats for our staff, so that only leaves 8. 8 seats available for everybody to do a hybrid class. And if you want some very good fun, make sure to stay tuned. This language is serious, right?
Hey.
Okay. So one of the first ones we're going to go over is our basic conversations. This is what you'll use on a daily basis. Here's just some really good words to familiar yourself around with, right? Most of these are just the responses back, or the quick responses back that you do with somebody. Just asking for basic assistance or basic help. And know that I did alter some of this so that you could pronunciate better and it not being broken down so much. I did put little spacers that are not meant to be there. So if you're trying to write some of this stuff down, like I don't understand, those dash marks are not in the language. All right. So let's start off. First one. A. Stop to quick to ASL. Yeah, I've been going like this.
I think it's I know.
Oh no. No.
But that's the word no.
No.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Stop. No, wait. Wait. That's no. Wait. I thought it was this, right? Because yes, no. Wait, apparently this is. Wait. All right. What does hi do? If you know ASL, just message me back on where to find that part, and then look up sa for me, or in English terms, bad. So sa, the moving finger, the finger, sa, right? That is definitely not ASL. So the only one I really do know is yes. Hey.
Oh.
E. Okay, so eyes are very fluid. All right, when I say fluid, the I equals 2 E's. or two A's, or anything in between. Okay, so when you say anything in between, you go A, right? You start off with A, and then you just bring your vowel down to E. A, E, A. And anywhere in between those two pitches is yes, right?
A.
A, E,
E.
E, yeah.
Just don't do them both.
Yeah, you just don't do them both. Okay. Wait.
Wait. Wait.
Wait.
Wait.
Both are good. Sa. Sa.
Sa.
Ah. Sa. So the A is the A in father. Father. Sa.
It's not glottal?
Hmm.
Oh. I've been saying it wrong.
Sa. Sa. It just sounds like it's glottal.
Yeah. So.
Because if it was glottal, it would be sa.
Yeah, that's how I say it. That's what I'm saying. I say glottal.
All right. So when you look at the first part of I, or before the I, that is a glottal stop. All right. In linguistic terms, because this is the linguistic standard American linguistic text, is how we have our Lushootseed as is defined, written language. So this is, you have to start learning American standard linguistics to start understanding how the Lushootseed works. We didn't have a writing system. I really don't want to do a writing system. So I'm going to teach what we currently have, because what we currently have is not really broken. Now, in the American phonetics, there's a difference between American phonetics and linguistic text, all right? Now, I don't want to bore you with this detail, so let's just focus in on language use and know that this is standard American linguistics text, all right? So the next one we got is lobe. Lobe.
Oh.
So the
No.
that first part, as you can hear, it's a little clicking sound. So you think of these being your teethers right here, and this being your tongue. You put your tongue right behind your teethers, and then you go. The air comes out right here, so it goes. Oh.
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 So you put your tongue behind your teeth, blow out sideways, and you'll make a. But so you go like that and go instead of, which is a different sound. So lobe. Now look at the last part after hot, right? So that's the same sound. So you got lobe and hot. So there's your teethers, there's your tongue, and then instead of going right with your tongue, you just kind of blow out for hot. And then this part over A is to enunciate ah, hot. That's just to say that you need to announce that one better or more than just any of the other ones. So you want to focus in on ah, hot, hot. So that's where you want to enunciate the word or the letter that has that little thing on it. So in your standard linguistics, They do add these things for a joining words. There are a lot of joining words on this one. Hui is a joining word. Guadasas haidu is a. All of those pieces are joining, right? But this is so that you can see the breakouts to where to say it. So, hui, guats, us, hai, du, hai, du, hai, du. Hui, guadas, hai, du. Hui, guadas, hai, du. All right. And then we have ba, ilid. Ba, elid. We got cha, chud, chush, chalup, or sli. So chalup and sli are the same, but in different context. All right. Chalup is what you would use in speeches and just saying you folks. The sli is primarily used in commands. You folks pick up the canoe, right? So Chuck will question. Oh, no question. That's just grab the canoe. Chuck was kelpie, right? You guys pick up the canoe, or you folks pick up the canoe. That would be a command rather than a you folks as talking in a general thing.
A general audience instead of like a specific one.
Yeah. Okay, so in this next one, right? I do not have it on here. I'm sorry. We will add in at the back end. Beats chuff tea pen. Oh.
Beats chuff tea pen. Oh.
Right. So I use Lushootseed in English. So if you're really, really knowledgeable on what your Lushootseed is, then it would turn into Abits Chud T Safhal O.
Abits Chud T Safhal O.
So that means pen or pencil. So it's just a writing utensil. Now, as you can see, when I said O, and then that's when I added it there, O in Lushootseed is the marker for questions, especially done at the back end of the sentence, is when you're asking somebody a question. And this would actually please hand me the pen, right? That's what it'll actually mean, because culturally we have a non-verbalized please. It is automatically assumed to be very, it's implied in our language for please. It's non-spoken, it's implied in our day-to-day lives to be humble, and in doing so, everything you're asking for somebody to do something for you, you're saying please. All right. Hey, cultural stuff, not just language.
Yay.
All right. So I am grabbing or I am taking. This can be a period and this should be a period. I just put an exclamation point just because I did. So I'm grabbing or I'm taking this now. So quadad chud t kokwa tiats. All right. And then we move on to our guac off ots chop o. Guac off ots chop o. And again, like I stated before, the Lushootseed text would look like this rather than anything else. Guac. Guac. So the upside down E, or otherwise known as a schwa, is a guac. Guac. Off. Ots. Chuff. Oh.
Guac.
Guac. Off. Ots. Chuff. Oh. Guac. Off. Ots. Chuff. Oh. Guac. Off. Ots. Chuff. Oh. Guac. Off. Ots. Chuff. Oh.
What? I was having such a hard time with that one. What? I said it backwards. What? Oh. What?
And again, practice is key, and make sure to forgive yourself and know that you're using the language rather than trying to say it right. Right? That's what this whole class is about. Use your language rather than trying to say everything right. All right. So we want your language use. If you say quack, wats, shuffle, you know, that is completely fine. And it took me a while to not say quack, off, ots, shuffle. Right. So know you're doing a great job. You will not kill the language. It's going to continue forward in use. We just need to use the language. And in this instance, it is definitely, would you help me please? Because you're asking for assistance. I did not put the please on here because there is no really way to show where please goes. And that's where the cultural aspect of all of this comes into play. You'd be saying, please, can you help me? Or would you please help me? It's just implied in the language, right? Because that would be inserted here if we had a word for please. But because we don't have a word, it is embedded in our culture, in our way of life. It's just there. It doesn't have to be said, right? Okay, so this one is complicated. Thank yous. is very complicated. There's a lot of ways to say thank you for somebody for something that they gave to you. The one I use is the one that is used for prayers. All right. So thank you as Tigweed Cheed, Seed, Tigweed Seed. I used seed. Why is it cheed? Tigweed Seed. Tigweed Seed. Okay, so tigweed seed is the prayerful thank you. So when you say, "O tigweed seed twelti chatzachel," "O tigweed twelti chatzlijas," "O tigweed twelti bucksdom," right? I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful for this life. I'm thankful for everything, right? So that is tigweed seed, right? And you're saying it as a prayerful state. When I say thank you to everybody, I use tigweed seed, right? Personally, that's what I do. There is another way for thanking people for giving you food, thanking you for giving you drinks, thank you for giving you an item, right? And thanking you for thanking you. There are several ways. The other one most common is if you were to thank women, women would be he sko, right? And then if you were to thank males, it would be he shaba, he shaba, he shaba, right? Right. So there's this other word that's commonly used. I don't have it up here. We might get into it next time. Dahadubj. Right. So the thank yous is a gesture. It's lifting the people up. Tigwitig, hey Shabbat, hey Sko. That it's more of the gesture on this.
Which one, the Hey Shabbat?
All of them.
Oh.
Tigwitig, hey Shabbat, hey Sko. You're really what you're doing is uplifting the person and thanking them that way, and that's how come people's hands go up. And when they say Tigwichad, that the cultural aspect comes into play there, right? And because we have these new words, when I'm saying new words is you're welcome. You're welcome isn't really you're welcome. It's more like it was nothing. Forget about it. Kind of don't worry about it. There's just
yeah, don't mention it.
Don't mention it. And again, the two words are one word, whole chop. Whole chop. Whole chop.
Whole chop.
Whole chop. Then we have another word of stab tea. What is this? Stab tea. What is that? Butchish chud tea. All right, butchish chud tea is after you quartered off chud tea, you're gonna need to set it down. So butchish chud tea, the item you're setting down. So in this case, butchish chud tea tiats, right? Butchish chop cheat all. tia. So you put it next to something. Now you can switch this out to I'm putting it next to something, and this is where I kind of wanted to show you folks that you can use chud and chuff after this main part of the sentence. So focusing right there, right? There's chud, chuff, chuff, flee.
But just cheat.
Cheat all.
Cheat all.
All right. So that's where I kind of wanted you to focus in on. You can use chud, you can use chuff, you can use flee. So you folks put that thing down over there, right? Or next to the I don't know, wherever you're trying to say, tell them to put it next to something, right? Oh. So this next part is the blank is over there. So the car is over there. All te elk bead all tootie, right?
Over there, yeah.
Over there. So what this is saying, all te, this particular car is all tootie over there, right? Or you could even make it simpler as all tia.
Oh, yeah.
And that is it being right here. All tia shake, right? The hat is right here.
Oh, yeah, tea hat.
And then easier thing is all 2D loom, or you could just say all 2D because it was depending on context on what we're talking about. If we're already talking about a loom, then we would just say all 2D, right? All 2D loom. And you just gesture towards the item.
Yeah. Because I could be over there looking for the loom. And you go, all 2D. You're looking the wrong place.
So Lushootseed is a very contextual language, depending on the contents of our discussion. It changes, and it is whoever's doing the conversation is how the language comes out. All right. And in this case, the bowl is right here. All tea, chaweoch, all tia.
All tia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Auntie or alti?
All tia.
Oh, it's just the altia is at the end.
Auntie, yeah.
Auntie.
Child.
All tia.
Yeah. Auntie. Child. Yeah.
All right. So chad kui socks. Where are the spoons? So to have multiple items, we'd go shooks for multiple spoons. But just in case it's just spoon, it is completely fine to say socks or shooks. So so remember I being either EA. Well, U also has a same aspect to it. And it is the users to define what U is. And U equals either to you or a U or an O. Ooh, O. Right? You can say ooh, or you can say oh. And anywhere in between those two sounds. Ooh, oh. Oh. And anywhere in between those two sounds is completely fine. Because you are the users, you have the control of your own dialect in the way you want to pronounce things. You have that ability.
I go to the
All right, so the next one, as you can see, depending on where or your location at is in a map, which dialect you're speaking, primarily from Mount Baker, south end of Mount Baker, down to around Seattle area, that is definitely northern Lushootseed. All right. Now, from about middle of Seattle all the way down to Rainier is southern Lushootseed. Okay, so you have this NL and SL. So NL will be on the left-hand side in this instance, and SL, as meaning southern Lushootseed, is going to be on your right in the I want to say parentheticals. That might not be the right word.
Parentheses.
Parenthesis.
Parentheses, yeah.
So let's use northern Lushootseed, and then I'll use southern Lushootseed for this sentence. So S chal quad suit. S chal quad suit.
Us, chal, twad.
Us ched quad
Us, hey,
suit.
quad, suit.
Us ched quad suit.
Us, hey, quad, suit.
Now, you're going to want to be very cautious on where you use the ched in your form of speech. Definitely in the northern Lushootseed, ched is the root word for mad and or grumpy, as what we perceive. So in context, it's what's the matter of what you're saying, right? So it's really more confrontational than it should be. And instead of what did you say, right? Es chal quad suit or ched quad suit, depending on where you are at. All right. So you can say es ched cha, right? How are you feeling? Is in southern Lushootseed. It is completely okay. But you say that to a northern Lushootseed speaker, you're really asking them what's the matter with you.
Eating what?
And then you'll have a lot of responses like that come out. Edie Guat. Edie Guat. Say what? So a lot of that stuff comes in with this. So that is so that is it for today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Do the thing with the whoop-de-doos. Oi.
I just had a thought